Yes, top of the evening, top of the morning. You know the vibes. The news by Shanewz. This is the Source Experience. It is Saturday morning. We about to give you the news by Shanewz, but first we want to check the levels. We want to make sure everything is copacetic, and then we are going to proceed because I have the headset out today. I don't have the microphone, and I want to make sure you're hearing me, that everything is a go, and then we will proceed with the proceed. From your FICO score, so why not go direct? That everything is a go. Oh yeah, that the levels sound good. From your FICO score, so why not go direct? That everything is a go. Oh yeah, that the levels sound good. So what I'm gonna do is give me 2 seconds, 2 centimeters, two. I'm gonna get the soundboard hooked up. You know, I didn't have the soundboard hooked up. I want to get the soundboard rocking. And then we're gonna proceed. See, one thing about the independent grind, right? When you're doing things on your own, this comes with the territory as far as setting up your equipment and doing everything. Comes with the territory. So now, how are you guys hearing me? Let me know if you hear the soundboard also. Y'all heard the soundboard, right? See, I'm just trying to show y'all, um, the grind, right? I'm just trying to show y'all the grind. See, a lot of y'all want the glory, but y'all don't know the story. Yeah, damn sure ain't putting in the work, right? And then you be mad at the ones putting in the work, right? Um, Now I'm back in the spot. Let me throw my frames on. Hold on. He said, if you want to be sophisticated, you gotta look sophisticated. How's that? How's that for my sophisticated look on this Saturday morning? We're gonna get to some topics. Shout out to one of my colleagues. Great live last night, WCS. I was in there checking it out. Shout out, oh man, look at this, man. This is the sign to come. I wanna salute you, good brother. Um, Not only are you the first in the building, you bring in a donation, man. So here, man. Man, round of applause for that. Shout out, shout out to an official one. I'm not even saying solid no more. I'm saying official, like a referee. What it was. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo, man. $2 donation. See, the $2 donation I want to upgrade the equipment. Now I see a lot of other content creators are trying to riff like me. She even trying to riff like me. You out here trying to get soundboards. They should have been had that. Should have been had that. They was been given to your church. Don't wait to start seeing the little guys getting in the momentum. And they talking about it to try to do it now. But we know who you are, and the jig is up. Yes, the jig is up. But once again, man, salute Gumbo. Appreciate you, my God. It is 19 degrees out here, Gumbo. You jinxed us. Let me say that. Let me start off and say that, Gumbo. You jinxed us. I was talking to you last night. on the live. You was like, yeah, it's 15 degrees where I'm at. And I was like, we a little warmer. You brought that shit over to us, Dumbo. You brought that Arctic blast. You brought that Arctic blast down here to us. Hopefully, you are nice and warm and safe where you are at. It is very slippery out there. I took my time coming in. I'm going to take my time delivering the swords, right? We're going to get to a lot. The boxing, I always say the shit, but the awards came out yesterday, which we're going to speak on that. Congratulations to everybody that won. Bomac, Bill Haney got Manager of the Year, rightfully so. Coming from where they came from. See, one thing about me. See, we give these guys their props. We give these guys their props. Like I said, coming from where he came from, Mexico to undisputed now two-time, two-division champion. Congratulations, rightfully so. You do deserve Manager of the Year. We'll talk about that in a little while. We'll also talk about Bomac and the team receiving Coach of the Year. But we got to start off with, and shout out to WCS. Me and WCS was talking about this yesterday. And I told y'all, and shout out to Gumbo for coming through with the $2 donation. So he basically covering the tab for y'all and for the mole. Remember, the mole told me, and I put it out there already. And now look what is coming out. The betrayal, right? The betrayal. So PBC gave Canelo Alvarez Fighter of the Year. But you know who really the Fighter of the Year is. The guy who they gave Performance of the Year. You know who got Performance of the Year? Terrence Bud Crawford. Now, the mole told me earlier in the week, or last week, whenever it was, whenever I released it, that Earl Spence, the big fish, felt betrayed. And I reported this. I said these things on my live. Some of y'all took it, some of y'all didn't, but it doesn't matter. I put it out, right? Only to now for the PBC to Big Bud Crawford Performance of the Year over who? Their former guy, the biggest, Himothy. Like he said on $1 Million Worth of Game, Himothy. So they made Bud Crawford the Performance of the Year. So now I guess I don't really have to tell you who he feels betrayed by. Please come out and debunk it. Please come out and debunk it and say that I'm mad, right? What do I have to be mad about? If you look at what I got going on now, I have upgraded my situation. The equipment is good. Look, I got multiple soundboards. Look, this little mini one. I'm gonna use this one for my phone. This is a nice little one. I'm gonna use that for my phone. But I have multiple soundboards, as you can see. I am in a warm facility recording. I'm not in my equipment, which I will no longer be doing in the equipment. But I'm not in a car. I'm not at home. I'm in an actual facility doing this. So you got to come with a new narrative that I'm mad. I'm going to go to the gym after I leave out of here if I choose to. So please come with a new narrative. But you do need to debunk the fact that the PBC, your company, right, that you, and let me get these quotes out, man. That's why it's always good to have multiple devices. I would use the tablet, but I didn't charge it last night. I had so much going on, man. When you work around the clock, you're fighting storms. Sometimes you just forget little stuff. And I forgot to charge the tablet, but I do have my cell phone, and this is one of the first instruments that I had being media. So I do believe I know how to use this. But I want to get to the actual quotes from the PBC. And I wish some of you Spence content creators, I have this in my notes. Let me check this out. You Spence content creators, what are you guys going to say now? Because what the PBC said about Terrence Crawford, the guy who used Spence content creators, Earl Spence himself, and also Derek James said, never fought nobody, right? His resume was whatever. You guys were killing him. But listen to what the PBC, Premier Boxing Champion, said. I love to use the adjective, right? the English language, right? Let's get to these adjectives with Premier Boxing Champions, the PBC, said about it. The premier, right? They are the premier. Listen to what they say. This is the PBC. Now, this isn't me, so don't get mad at me, but this is the PBC, right? Round of applause for the PBC. Yeah, smash the like button too. This is the news by Shanewz. So Crawford established himself as a all-time great. Rewind. Crawford established himself as a all-time great and the best welterweight of his era. I'm gonna say that one more time. This is the PBC saying this, not Top Rank, who Crawford formerly was promoted by, but the PBC, Earl Spence's company, Betrayal. Betrayal. Look, Crawford established himself as an all-time great and the best welterweight of this era with his performance from for the ages, masterfully stopping Earl Spence Jr. to become the undisputed 147-pound king. Now, I had to fire some shots right there because that was all type of gunshots. Do you guys agree with that? Do y'all agree with that? Let me share this, man. Let me share this live. I am cooking right now. Let me share this. Yeah. Yeah, let me share this live. Let me share this live, man. You guys can't miss out on this, man. Please send this to all of the haters. Send this to all of the guys that talked about me like they talked about Bud Crawford. Send this to all these guys that said Bud wasn't shit. The PBC this and PBC that. Please send this to these guys, man. Send this to them, man, because they need to hear this. They need to hear this because I'm not saying this shit. I broke some news, but I'm not saying this. This is what the company that they, praise, is saying, right? Please share this. Let me get this out. Let me get this on my Twitter. Let me get this active. Yes, share this. Because we need answers from these guys, from these insiders, We need these guys to justify and explain to me how Earl Spence's own company, the Premier Boxing Champion, yes, the PBC, can say these things, right? Say these things, man. They are saying these things, right? And I'm gonna repeat it one more time, right? Because I think by me repeating it, right, adds a little fuel, right? Fuel to the fire, to the fire. Man, you can't make this up, man. You cannot make this up, right? So this is what they said, man. They said these things. I didn't say these things. Let's get it over here. Let's get it over there. I should have went and got a coffee before I came in here. I know they would have said something. Okay, you can't have that. So I didn't go get the coffee. But that's what they are saying, man. Performance of the year, right? Performance of the year. And in doing the performance of the year, look at that. The text with the text, right? Well, the description. Crawford established himself as a all-time great. All-time great. Man. That says a lot, man. That definitely says a lot. We're gonna pull up the definition. They said he was an all-time great. But that goes back to what I was saying about the betrayal. So now I guess I really don't have to drop names. Yeah. Yo, do you see how that played out and turned out? Do y'all see how that played out and turned out? I don't even have to drop names now. Remember, man, listen. I said the mole stated he felt betrayed. Do I need to drop the names now? Listen, real talk. I don't think I have to, right? If I could do like the rest of these guys right now and just put a name out there, right, Gumbo? Listen, he feels betrayed, right? I said that, right? I said he felt betrayed, and I said I have the names. Should I say the names? It's the writing's on the wall now. This is what the PBC said. Crawford established himself as an all-time great and the best welterweight of his era, with a performance for the ages, masterfully stopping Earl Spence Jr. to become the undisputed 147-pound king. Earl Spence felt betrayed. Do I? Yes. Do I? I don't think I have to say the names, but I want to say this. I got this in my notes. Let me check this off. For all you guys, you content creators, notice I didn't say insiders. Content creators once again. Are you guys going to do diss videos now getting at the PBC? Because listen, look what the PBC just did, right? Let's highlight this, man. This is in my notes. I'm checking it off. You guys got to get at the PBC, man. You got to do your diss videos, right, against the PBC. Because a lot of you content creators said Earl Spence had a broken rib. Earl Spence came out and said he had to get a shot to the side, right? Fight week. Earl Spence also said that his eye, he needed eye surgery. A lot of you content creators were with that notion as well. But you got to get at the PBC, because now the PBC has gave Crawford the performance of the year, knowing that their star fighter had a broken rib. Because if these content creators know this, right, you don't think that the PBC knew this, right? Does that make sense? Pause real quick. Catch what I just said. Catch what I just said, right? Because these content creators that push content and narratives said that he had a broken rib. They knew this. These guys, the content creator guys, knew this. So I'm assuming that the PBC would know this as well, being that that is the platform, you know, he is advised by Al Heyman and all that. They would know this as well. They probably would also know that he needed the eye surgery, right? That he couldn't see. But yet, they gave Terrence Crawford the performance of the year, stating that it was a performance for the ages. Yes, I had to fire the shots because they're firing shots, but it also is rather funny for you content creators that said his rib was broken and he had an eye injury, some type of eye issue, his cataract. Shout out to Terrence Crawford. Congratulations for a wonderful, wonderful performance. And I quote, the best welterweight of his era, with a performance for the ages, masterfully stopping Earl Spence Jr. to become the undisputed 147-pound king. Now, when I read that, I don't read, they didn't put in masterfully stopping Earl Spence, who had cataract issues. It doesn't say masterfully stopping Earl Spence, who had a rib injury. Do I? Do I? Yes, man. Hopefully y'all dug that sauce, man. But let's go over here. I want to, we'll revisit this. We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this. Enough of that. Enough. Enough. They're like, enough, Shalom. Enough. Stop marking Earl. Don't mark Earl. You know. So let's go over here, right? Let's switch it up a little bit. Yo, was y'all digging that, man? The B, the boxing, writers. Let me see. The boxing, writers, awards. Yes, here it is, right here. The Boxing Writers Association of America Awards. Here it is right here. Let's pull this up. We'll go back over here. Remember, last year's Coach of the Year was who? Derrick James. Look, man. Here it is, right here. You guys can pull this up yourself, and I pulled it up for y'all. This is segment number 2 now we're getting into. I'm pulling it up. You know, smash the like button. Appreciate that. Share the content. Let them know that the news, our Shanewz is up. And I think I'm going to stay till 11:30, man. Maybe even 12 o'clock today, man, because I wanted to get warm up there. I'm not trying to go back outside. You know? All right. We're gonna pull up the awards, right? We're gonna pull these awards up. And yeah, the fights come on early today, y'all. Michaela Mayer card in the UK, like 12:30, I think. A little, you know, maybe a little after that. So definitely tap in with that. Let's get over here and look at these awards. You know, we want to look at these awards. See, we are multitasking today at the desk, man. Got a lot of energy, right? All right. So here it is. The Boxing Writers Association of America. Right? I want to go to the awards. Look, this was last year's awards. Clarissa Shields, right? I think they gave Inouye Fighter of the Year, right? Boxing award, right? Yeah, you know. Oh, shout out to Timothy Bradley too. They gave Timothy Bradley the analyst. I'm gonna pull all the awards up, right? But they gave Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley got the analyst award. Man, that was like, come on, that dude. When it comes to Jihad Tucker and some other fights, but especially Jihad Tucker, very biased. I was not digging that. I was not digging that. But Timothy Bradley got the award, so congratulations for that. But here, as you can see, boom, we're gonna run down here. All right, yeah. Monster knew we got their fighter of the year. You know they was gonna snub. They was gonna snub Terrence, man. Terrence did it first, right? This was surprising right here. Jamie Munguia and Sergey Derevchenko got the fight of the year, right? A fight that they gave the decision to Jamie Munguia. A lot of people thought Sergey Domachenko pulled that fight off, but he did get dropped in the last round. But that was a good fight. My fight of the year was the card that Jihad just was on, where basically Ramirez losing his title. But I guess, they didn't give that the nod. As you can see, man, tongue tied this morning. Brian McIntyre, aka Bo Mac, and I include all of them. Red Spikes, um, Diego, right? Saul, all of those guys are included with Bo Mac, man. Bo Mac and the team got trainer of the year, man. Um, Bill Haney was also nominated for coach of the year, but he didn't get that. But he did get manager of the year. And I started to show off and highlighted that. That is a great accomplishment for Bill, especially the vision that they had, right? Round of applause. Because in a sense, they really literally started at the bottom. Fighting in Mexico, Tijuana, independently, right? Now becoming champions, unified, undisputed. Now 2 division champions. So that is a great accomplishment, and rightfully so. He deserves to be the manager of the year. Now, this is what I want to see, right? I want to say this now. Being the manager of the year, right? I know he has they got other fighters like Osmosis Jones. I want to see if he gets other fighters now. Other fighters, just not, Devin and Osmosis, but other fighters now. Can he transfer that over to them and have the same success that he has had with Devin? Because people that don't realize manager plays an intricate part into a fighter's development and career. And one thing that Bill Haney, and I have been on record to state this, Bill Haney uses the YouTube and the YTC, like I like to call them, his crash dummies, to his advantage as a manager in promoting and marketing and putting out plays, because that's what managers do. They manage selecting matchups, right? Turning down fights, putting out information. Bill does a wonderful job of that. So once again, salute to Bill Haney on that great accomplishment. And we're going to show you some of the other previous guys, like Al Heyman has won this award. Idris, that is Lomachenko and Usyk's manager. A lot of guys, a lot of guys probably don't know these guys. I'll go over that list too short. But here it is right here. Timothy Bradley, ESPN broadcast. Timothy Bradley was awarded the Excellent in Broadcast Journalism. Jim Gray was in this list. You see, these are the guys. They gave it to Tim. Tim, I think, Tim, and I'm going to say this, and please, I hope this gets back to him. I think they gave it to Tim because Tim, and I want to say this with the updue most respect, Tim is the company guy that, when it comes time to doing the company dirty work, Tim does it, right? Because you see that with Jihad Tucker. And I have been reaching out, trying to get Tim on the show to no avail, right? Because Tim knows I have some real questions for him, but I will see Tim at a fighter meeting or something. I'll ask him. I'd rather ask him on my platform, because a lot of times when I see these guys in passing, or I see these guys at the fights, at the hotels, or at the fighter meetings, my listeners don't get that experience, right? Not only do they not get that experience, right? The naysayers and the people that think I just come on here and talk too much don't get that opportunity to see why I talk the way I talk and the way I move the way I move. But Timothy Bradley was the recipient of the Excellence in Broadcast. So we will definitely give him a round of applause for winning the award. We would also give it a little laughter. We will give it a little laughter. But as you see, this was the awards right here. Right? Fighter of the Year for the females, Amanda Soriano. You know, last year was Clarissa Shield. So the two fighters, male and female, check that off now since I got that. Uh, the Monster and Amanda Soriano. Amanda Soriano had a big year, right? Very, very, very big year. So rightfully deserving. Right, rightfully deserving, right? Um, but Monster knew, right? See, look, these are let's go to the nominees, right? Taking it down, giving y'all the what's in it. I would have gave it to Terrence Crawford simply for the simple fact, and I'm going to tell you why. Um, Terrence Crawford made history. They gave it to Monster because, you know, Terrence probably has a couple of people that are affiliated in the business that are powerful, that are shot callers and move makers upset. So they gave it to Monster. But normally, when somebody does something first and makes history, doesn't that kind of make them the fighter of the year? Like Terrence became a two-time undisputed first. Also, knocking off, and I quote, masterful performance for the ages in defeating Earl Spence, becoming the greatest welterweight of his era. That's what the PBC said. I didn't say that. They said that. So when people are saying things like that, using adjectives like that, when you defeat another pound for pound fighter, and you're not the fighter of the year, hey, what do I know? But that was the list. Jay had Tank Davis, Devin Haney, and David Benavidez. These were the finalists. Monster won. Right? This was the fight of the year. This is the fight I said right here. Rafael Espinoza and Robesi Ramirez. That had my vote, right? But you see Arthur Betrabive, Anthony Yard, Joe Cordina, can't pronounce my man's name, uh, Luis Neri, and I can't pronounce his name either. But they gave it to Jaime Munguia and Sergey Dermachenko. Now that fight to me was a good fight, but Dermachenko went down, I think, in the last round, and Jaime Munguia got the decision. But a lot of people were on edge, like that was Sergey Dermachenko's attempt at becoming the champion again. We came up a little short. Uh, Triple G, and now this guy. But to me, the fight of the year was December 9th. The Jahad Tucker fight card was on that. Robesi Ramirez and Rafael Espinoza. Rafael Espinoza came off the deck. Now, listen, Jaime Munguia, right, in all due respect, got the decision because he dropped Dermachenko with a good body shot in the 12th. But what Rafael Espinosa did to Robesi Ramirez after damn near he was out. Robesi almost had him done, but he battled through that to become a champion. That would have been my fight of the year. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? But shout out to Jaime Munguia, right? Eddie Fuss Trainer of the Year once again. Look at the list. They had Bill Haney. They had Monster's dad, right? Andy Lee, Sean, something, and Brian McIntyre. Now, we also have to put Red Spikes and the interview that I just dropped a couple days ago. Diego Saul also on there, right? The team, the three-headed monster, like I call them, the triangle offense, right? Um, But I want y'all to catch the sauce. The son got fighter of the year, but yet the father did not get trainer of the year. Remember, I was talking about this weeks ago when the other list was coming up. How does that work? That's why I gave y'all the laugh. That's why I gave you guys the laughter emoji. How does that work? How can you get fighter of the year, right? And your trainer who trained you not get trainer of the year? Please, somebody, you know, one of you more educated people, because one thing about me, when the YTC especially, but not in life, just the YTC. A lot more people feel that they are way more qualified than me. No stats. They're way more accomplished than me. No stats. So please, you guys feel free to explain that. How does the fighter get fighter of the year, but the man that trained him, the father, not receive coach of the year? But hey, what do I know? But that was the Eddie Futch, and shout out to Eddie Futch, wonderful teacher. Now here we go right here. The Custom Model Manager of the Year Award. Keith Conley. Keith Conley had a wonderful year. Keith Conley has a lot of fighters. Do any of you guys know any of Keith's fighters before I name some of them? You know, you guys talk boxing every day. Do you actually know anything really about the intricate parts of boxing? Keith Conley manages guys like Edgar Berlanga, Richard Hitchison now. He has a couple of heavyweights, Bill Haney, Devin, right? Osmosis Jones, a couple of those other guys over there at DHP Promotions. Iggis, right? Y'all know who Iggis is? See, look, I'm giving you guys gems today. These are gems. Iggis manages who? Lomachenko, Usyk, a couple other guys as well, right? You see, I gave you two of the more notable names that you guys can identify with. Bill Haney, rightfully so, deserves that award. And I say that to say this, right? Because Devin came from Tijuana, Mexico, right? To become undisputed, now a 2-division champion. He knocked off one of Igis's fighters in Lomachenko. I know people can say, oh, maybe he didn't, maybe he, but he got the decision. At the end of the day, when you go to BoxRec, Bill and Devin won the fight, not Iggis and Loma. So rightfully so, Bill deserves that award. But like I said earlier, let's see if this transfer over to Osmosis and some of these other guys, right? But that is a great list to be on. In a second, I'm going to pull up some of the other winners, former winners. Iggis is a former winner. You also have Al Heyman on that list, right? See, look, I'm giving you guys gems this morning, right? I'm showing a different side. I think it's the frames. I got on my sophisticated frames today. So I feel like I'm a sophisticated media marketing agent. But hey, what do I know, right? But let's see if that transfers over with some of Bill's other fighters, right? Right. Let's just see, right? Because he does have other fighters like Osmosis and other guys, right? This was the Good Guy Award. The Good Guy Award. I don't know what that entails, but the Good Guy Award. But let's go right here to Timothy Bradley, right? They gave it to Tim Bradley. Now, as a fellow journalist, because I'm a journalist as well, I should be happy for Tim, being that he is an Afro American, right? He's a black man, and I am, right? But I also want to say that Bias Bradley, right? That's what I call him, Bias Bradley, because he is very biased to Jihad and others, but especially Jihad. But you see the competition he went up against Jim Gray. Jim Gray is a former winner as well, I believe, multiple times. But rightfully so. I think Tim, this is another good stat for him, right? Being that he was a Hall of Famer fighter. Now he is, getting accolades and stats as a broadcaster and journalist. So with that being said, I tip my hat off to him. But I also have to put in the laughter. Because he is Bias Bradley. And he does the company's dirty work. But once again, congratulations to Tim, right? That was Tim Bradley winning that award. Now here, these are some of these other awards, right? But I want to pull up past winners of the Manager of the Year, right? Let's go to this right here. See, these are good sites to go on, right? A lot of times, I think content creators, right, especially content creators, they don't go on, they don't go on sites to educate themselves. They go on social media like Twitter and IG. You're not really getting educated from there. What you're getting is gossip, rumors, a whole bunch of bullshit. Learn how to do your own research and read and do your own thing, man. Learn how to do your own thing. But see, these are some of the past winners, but I want to get to the Manager of the Year, right? Vernon Forrester. These are names of fighters that won the Fighter of the Year. Pernell Whitaker. A lot of Hall of Famers up here. Teofimo Lopez in 2020. Dimitri Bivol. Remember, look, Bivol beat Canelo and got it, right? Terrence Crawford got it in 2014. I want to highlight this, right? He got it in 2014. Look at the two fighters that got it in between it. Floyd got it in 2013, and then he got it in 2015. Monster Nui, and I'm not throwing shade. Monster Nui should have never have gotten this award. And I'm showing you the reason why right here. If Terrence Crawford was able to win Fighter of the Year when Floyd Mayweather Jr. was fighting in 2014, right? From 2014 to 2023, check the gems I'm giving you out right now. This is a very informative live. I had all of this set up, right? And I was planning this out since last night. From 2014 to 2023, this is what Terrence Crawford has went on to become, right? Undisputed champion in the division of super lightweight, 140. Then he has done all of this after 2014. Now, pay attention to what I'm telling you guys, and I want you guys to steal this, run with this, take it, because once I put it out, it's out, and the powers that be know who's putting this out already. Just like how a lot of other guys are doing a lot of other things that I'm doing now. But from 2014 to 2023, he became undisputed at 140, right? And then he became undisputed at 147 with a performance for the ages, right? That's what the PBC said. I didn't. Because I don't want y'all to say I'm throwing shade on Earl Spence. No, PBC said that. That's why he feels the betrayal. But Terrence Crawford from 2014 to 2023 was able to become undisputed 2 times, also becoming undisputed first 2-time undisputed champion. But yet, he was not awarded the the Joe Louis, right? It's the Joe Louis Award. I want Sugar Ray Robinson. Sorry, man. Yeah, I'm still a little in heavy equipment mode. But he was not able to become the Sugar Ray Robinson Fighter of the Year. But he was the first to become undisputed, 2-time undisputed, and yet his coaches were the coaches of the year. That does not make sense. But hey, what do I know? Now, if you don't think politics plays a game in everything in life, this clearly shows you that. Because I just pointed out how from the first time and only time that he won Fight of the Year by the Boxing Writers Association of America in 2014, he has went on to become undisputed again in a higher weight class, right? But yet he did not win the award, making that accomplishment first. And his coaches received Coach of the Year. Hopefully, y'all caught that sauce. The News by Shanewz. Okay. Fight of the Year. Let's look at this, right? Now, last year's Fight of the Year, Lee Wood and Michael Conley. Man, that was a great fight. Y'all remember that fight? Y'all remember that fight, right? This is why I love to compare. I love to do the comparison. That's what these things are good for, right? Now, when you look at some of the fights, right? Remember this one right here. I was at this award right here. This award, shout out to my boy Drew. Remember the content, the Teofimo Lopez content that I was dropping? That's when Tio got Fight of the Year. Tio got Fight of the Year in 2020. This award right here, Cool Boy stuff. A lot of people was in the house for this one. That was a good fight. Jose Zepeda and Ivan Bretnikov, right? Hopefully I said that right. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder 3. Lee Wood, Mike Conley. These 4 fights right here, great fights. Jared Hurd and Sari Lara. Look, now when you put Jamie Munguia and Sergey Domachenko, I'm just proving my points now, right? That fight right there and the 4 fights that I named, right, that I just highlighted. When you think about Robesi Ramirez and Rafael Espinoza, those fights that I just named, Zepeda, Fury Wilder, Lee Woods Conley, Hurd Arizandi Lara, Inoue Donaire, Robesi Ramirez, Rafael Espinoza fights kind of fit into that cloth with them. Whereas Jaime Munguia and Sergey Domachenko fight, I'm sorry, it just doesn't. That's just my opinion. But I have that in my notes. I just wanted to highlight that. I wanted to show you guys the comparison. That's why I say that. But hey, what do I know? The News by Shanewz, right? Trainer of the Year. Eddie Reynoso's name is up there a lot, look. Right? Look, Eddie Reynoso 2019, 2021, right? This right here, though, I got this in the note. We got to highlight this. Great show today. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the sauce. Experience the News by Shanewz. This right here, to me, is validation on so many parts. Look who got the award, right? For this year, 2023. Bomac. Bomac went through so much in the media, and rightfully so, right? With these guys talking crap about him. Oh, I remember leading into the fight. You had content creators, real dumb, misguided midgets, small-minded individuals. They were saying because Bomac is a little overweight and he likes to eat Cheetos and snacks, that Derek James was going to outcoach him. Derek James was running and he was exercising. He was fit. But I always told you guys about Derek, dummy, incompetent, right? I don't watch film. I don't know. I don't watch film. Yeah. At the end of the day, when you are a trainer in boxing, the greatest muscle or fitness of a true boxing trainer coach is right here. Did y'all see that? Right here. The eyes, right here. The head, the mind. So when you guys were saying, "Oh man, Derek is in shape," last time I checked, Bomac and Derek wasn't going to do a triathlon. They wasn't going to go run. They wasn't going to go, lift weights. They wasn't going to do no type of physical activity. What they was going to do was come up with a strategy, a game plan, a something that had to do with dealing of the minds. Hopefully you guys are catching that source. So when Bomac told them, can't hide no more, Derek. You can't hide no more. And when Bomac said, yeah, this guy, Earl Spence, was basic. We've been studying him. I remember I interviewed Bomac, man, it might have been 2019. Yeah, way back. And they already had Earl Spence mapped out then. And then I remember when I had Bernie, the boxer, and I was talking to Bernie and I was giving you guys the insider gems. And I was like, yeah, man, you guys, mastered his style. But like I said, with this YTC shit, you niggas is ignorant dummies. You guys, that's why, if you notice, all the dummies stick together, respectfully. All the dummies like other dummies, right? They highlight dummy shit. Oh man, Derek was out there running. And what the fuck is he running for? It's good to be in shape and health reasons, but is he getting in the fucking ring to fight? What is he running for? That's what you guys thinking he's going to be the better coach because he's out there running? No, the better coach is watching film. The better coach is, when Earl Spence double taps like this, he tends to lunge in. That's what the better coach is doing. The News by Shanewz. Hopefully y'all caught that sword. But I find this, man, validation in so many forms. Look, Derek was the king of the hill, 2022. Can't hide no more, Derek. Look who's the king of the hill now. Bomac, right? Remember leading up into the press conference? And what did Bomac say? Look, shout out to my cousin right there. Buddy McGirt won it in 2002. 2002, Buddy McGirt, man, my cousin. Right? I only put the laughter out there, right? Because I had to laugh, right? That is my family, blood of my blood right there, right? You guys come on here and tell me I don't know shit. But this is somebody I talk to. If he was the trainer of the year in 2002, that's what I would love to say, but hey, what do I know? Yeah, what do I know? I only talk to somebody that is on this list right here. That's why I put the laughter out there. I only talk to somebody that was on this list right here. But hey, what do I know? But let's go back down. The News by Shanewz. Quality over quantity. Stats and accomplishments. Show me your work other than your jealousy and hate. But yes, Bomac now is the coach of the year. Remember leading into it, Bomac said, he told Derek, sit back and learn. Sit back and learn. He took him to school, man. Hopefully Derek learned. Hopefully Derek is watching film. Hopefully Derek is on point, but I don't think he is. AJ left his ass. Maybe Derek needs to bring on more people like Bomac and them. But this is right here. I wanted to get down here. Manager of the year. Look at some of these managers right here, right? Herbert Muhammad. You know, this is the old guy right here. Managed Muhammad Ali. Eddie Futch. Eddie Futch was not only a hell of a trainer, he was a great manager as well. Look at some of these names, though. This is what Bill Haney's on this list now. George Foreman, Floyd Mayweather Sr., Felix Trinidad. Look, Al Heyman. Al Heyman's up here a lot of times. Then Al Heyman has fallen off. Look, Al Heyman probably has this award the most. Look, once, twice, 3, 4, 5. 5 times. I don't think anybody has it that many. The closest next might be Iggis. Right? See, Iggis got it 3. Shout out to Peter Kahn, Eddie Reynoso. But Al Heyman, now I want to, this is in the notes now, right? Because you guys love to praise Al Heyman, right? Al Heyman, hands down, probably one of the best managers in boxing. It shows right here. He has won the award a lot of times. Now, I'm going to slow the sauce down because the gems that I'm going to drop, I'm pretty sure others are going to run with this, but I want the world to know where this is coming from. Al Heyman is a wonderful manager. And when I spoke about Bill Haney, right, and the things that Bill Haney has done to accomplish winning it this year, this is what Al Heyman has did. Pay attention now. I said how Bill Haney has all of the YTC crash dummy that push narratives, right? What does Al Heyman have? Al Heyman had that, but on a bigger, broader scale. Al Heyman had networks. Then he also had the YTC. But now you see a lot of YTC content creators are looking at Al funny. But Al Heyman had all of this, right? What else did Al Heyman have, right? That I said that Bill Haney is doing, right? A wonderful matchmaker, right? But you're going to say Al Heyman's not a matchmaker. He is a manager advisor. What was Al Heyman always trying to advise? He always was telling not to fight Terrence Crawford. The News by Shanewz. Pay attention. I'm giving y'all free gems right here. See, you guys come on here and talk boxing every day and don't know shit about boxing, let alone the business of boxing. Al Heyman won that award 5 times for that reason, because he knew how to make his fighters fight amongst each other. Wonderful matchmaking, keeping them away from dangerous opponents. This is what I spoke on earlier. Please play it back because I'm not going to go back onto it when I gave Bill his props for being the manager of the year. And I said that they know how to pick and choose fights for their fighter. They know how to maneuver through the system. This is what Al Heyman been mastered, and then he got a lot of soulless wannabe people to pitch his narratives. Hopefully, y'all are catching this sauce. The News by Shanewz. But now we are seeing Al Heyman no longer has some of these same tricks, the networks, I'm saying tricks, the networks, to help him maneuver around. He also has a lot of his stable of fighters getting beat up via Earl Spence, Cool Boy Steph, Deontay Wilder. Are y'all catching the sauce? The News by Shanewz. But shout out to Al Heyman, one of the most successful boxing managers. And shout out to Bill Haney for making the list. He's up there, started out in Mexico to now become manager of the year, which is a hell of an accomplishment. Now, I'm going to say that to say this, right? A lot of these guys that's on this list, right? A lot of these guys forget where they come from. I'm not going to throw no names out there. You guys can put it on for yourself, right? These guys not only forget where they come from, they hate on the other younger guys coming up with the same ambition. A lot of these guys feel some type of way when they see guys maneuvering and doing things. What do? They try to close doors, right? They try to set up roadblocks, and they try to hinder the rise and growth of others. Hopefully, y'all caught that sauce. The News by Shanewz. Man, how long? Oh, man, I have only been on for an hour. I'm over my hour mark. Salute to everybody that has been in here. Oh, let me get to my comments. Man, I was just cooking in the sauce. See, when you have notes and producing notes and you're delivering the goods, I haven't been in here in a while. Shout out to WCS and Big Blunts. I see you guys in the building, right? But you see, I was going through my notes. We are structured over here. One thing about me, right? You guys slept on me. And now you guys are sleeping outside, and I'm inside. I've always been inside. And shout out to my kids. My kids are inside now, right? They're literally inside. They didn't come today. I'm disappointed in them, but I'm still proud of them. It is rather cold outside. They did not need to leave the confines of the home, right? But I say that to say this, right? A lot of times people will judge you off of who they think you are, not knowing who you really actually are. And then when they come to find out who you actually are, and it's too late because they don't put their foot in their motherfucking mouth, they have to deal with that now, right? They have to deal with that. And a lot of these guys on this YTC, for various reasons, they are unqualified. Shout out to WCS said, unqualified life coaches. Because when you look at a lot of these guys in life, not boxing, in life, what have they accomplished, right? A lot of these guys are unsuccessful in life, period. They don't have careers. They don't have nothing going on. But yet they will talk down onto successful retired people, right? One thing about me, when I see somebody that is a retired from whatever line of work it is, right? I automatically give them props for being retired, because that means that you not only put in the effort to sustain something for X amount of time, now you receive some sort of a pension. You're also receiving some sort of, a severance package from your services of whatever you did. That lets me know that you have discipline, dedication, desire to complete a task. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce. Now with the YTC, there is none of that, right? With the YTC, you have guys who will come on here and be like, oh, I do this, I do that. Okay, cool. What are you getting from this or that, right? What is the end game from this or that? Can you retire from this? These guys expose themselves, right? Granted, if I leave out of this facility now, which won't happen because they got the shit iced up and all of that. I mean, not ice, de-iced. It's no ice out there. But say I was to leave right now, and I slipped on some ice, right? And I shattered my knee or my ankle. I'm gonna go out. I will not need to come on the YTC to do videos, right? For however long I'm out, because I have insurance, right? I have what is it called? MetLife. I have Aflac. I have insurance, right? But a lot of times you see YTC content creators, they are sick, they are fucked up. But what are they doing? Refresh the super chat. Motherfuckers will be in the ER. Yo, man, this is going live. PBC just announced the schedule. Refresh the super chat. Man, get the fuck out of here. Hopefully y'all caught that sort. Like I said, I'm not going to say any names, right? Just giving you guys, a little bit of information on people, right? And know the difference of the people who you're speaking to and you're speaking on, right? Because when you are speaking on people that are successful in life, right? Know the difference. Because a lot of you guys are unsuccessful internet nobodies, right? I'm gonna throw this shit up here because I want y'all to see this, right? I'm gonna close out of this and I'm gonna go to my community page, right? I could have took the YouTube deal. I could have took the internet deal. I don't want that deal. That deal is not for me because, like I said, there are many successful internet nobodies in life. There are nobodies in life, and it shows how they carry it on the internet. Because when you are successful in life, you can come on the internet like myself and talk to nobody and talk a whole bunch of shit, right? Because that's what they said. I talk a lot of shit, but I also show a lot of shit, right? Are y'all catching that? I show a lot of shit, right? I do a lot of shit, a lot of stuff. I don't want to say shit, stuff, right? Whereas a lot of these guys that they don't do nothing, they can't show nothing, right? Are y'all catching that source? Like I said, I turned down the internet deal. I don't want the internet deal. I see a lot of these internet viral guys, they don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. Why is that? Because they are viral nobodies instead of being important somebodies in life. Yes, the news by Shanewz. Hopefully you guys caught this source and enjoyed it. We got my hour in. Please, you guys got to play back the beginning, man. The beginning, I don't want to revisit it, but man, shout out to the PBC, man. I want to shout out the Mole, right? At first, Mole, I thought the information you was giving me, right? I felt like you was trying to set me up, right? Because you see what I got going on now, and you see that I didn't need you guys. You see that I became even larger, right? I became even bigger, right? Than you guys even imagined. And I did that with you guys doing what you tried to do, undermine me, lie on my name. So when you was giving me this information, I was kind of hesitant to put it out, right? But I'm glad I put it out now with the PBC making Terrence Crawford their performance of the year. And you saying that Earl Spence felt betrayed. Whose company was the PBC? It wasn't Terrence's company. Well, it might be his company now, him and Canelo. What y'all think about that, man? Do y'all think Canelo, the two guys that really weren't PBC guys, Bud and Terrence, they run the PBC now, right? Is that a fair assessment? What y'all think about that, man? What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think those two guys run the PBC? Huh? Do y'all think those two guys run the PBC? I do. Do y'all think that, man? What do y'all think, man? It's a couple y'all in here, man. Feel free to type, man. Do y'all think those two guys are running the PBC now? I do. Shout out to Wise Owl Boxing. See, Wise Owl got me nice and warm in here. Get the merch, man. You know, you do have options. Get with the team. Also, I also got a top rank one on too. Look, shout out to Top Rank as well. You know, shout out to the brands, right? We promote the brands over here. You do have options, man. But I think, this wasn't on the lecture, so let me jot down some stuff. I would say Canelo and Bud Crawford run the PBC right now. I would think that's why the betrayal, Spence feels betrayed. Like I said, I don't even have to say the names now. I don't think I have to say names, right? Remember, I was ready to release names. I don't think I have to say any names now, right? Isn't the writing on the wall, right? I like this headset, man. I feel like a telemarketer, the headset on. The only thing with the headset, it's hard for me to go to the board. Because I got the soundboard hooked up. It's hard to go to the board. But with the microphone, the mic is right here. I could always go to the board. I know y'all saying, what board, right? This board over here, man. I'm in the spot, man. Look, this board. This board over here. Look. We do have options. That board right there. Y'all see the board, right? That board right there, man. I can go to the board, man. I can go to the board, man. Yo, that board, when I did the live with the board and I was breaking down Bud Crawford's options, and I was saying how the Tim Tszyu fight is the bigger fight, right? Shout out to Bernie the Boxer. I seen Bernie on Mill City using some of my points. Yeah, Bernie used some of my points, what I said about, and y'all remember, I put that up there on the board to show y'all how shit gets formulated. How I said that, the demographic, I'm gonna use the proper terms, right? Y'all want me to go up to the board? Y'all won't be able to hear me though, man. You know what? Check it out. Watch. See, we can consolidate. I'll bring the board to me. Now you remember, school is in session, y'all. School is in session. I brought the board over, right? Now I'm gonna bring the board here for this. I'm not gonna talk about that. What I'm gonna talk about is this over here, right? I'm gonna go back into what I was talking about the other day. Because I got a great review on this, right? I got a wonderful response with this. And when I broke that down to y'all, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna do a quick demonstration on the board, right? I was looking for a different term, but I'm gonna do a quick demonstration on the board, right? Stop listening to these old. Move over so y'all can see the board, right? Stop listening to these, right? You know, you got these guys, right? I'm gonna do it like this. You got these guys sign the contract, guys, right? I'm gonna put them over here. These are the content creators, CC, right? And I'm gonna go right here and say insiders, right? Right? These are the insiders, right? The insiders are the guys that's basically breaking the shit down to you. But to sign the contract, guys, right? How can you sign a contract, right, without a term sheet? Term. Right? But they're always saying, send a contract. How can you sign or send a contract when you don't have the non-binding agreement that sets out the basic terms? Terms, right? Send a contract. Send a contract. What are the terms? See, you can never sign a contract or send a contract, but a lot of content creators always want to tell you when you don't have the terms. What are the terms? Who is, remember I told y'all this, who is going to be the investor? See the board? The news by Shanewz. You see how I'm breaking this down for y'all right now, man? See how, y'all catching the sauce? Are y'all catching the sauce? You see how I'm breaking this down for y'all? But you get these guys over here, these content creators, these unsuccessful life coaches that are always telling you, sign the contract, send the contract. But yet the insiders tell you, how can you send a contract when you don't have the terms? We don't know who the investor is. What are the terms? Who's the investor? Who's paying for all of this? What are the terms of the what? Sign the contract, send the contract. See, you listen to these old, dumb, unsuccessful life coaches that are over here, the content creators, the CCs, right? Sign the contract, send the contract. But the insiders are telling you, in order for it to be a contract, you have to have terms. You have to have the investor, right? That's what we are getting established now with the Turkish. The Turkish is what? The investor. He's willing to invest. Insider talk. Sign the contract. Send the contract. Contact creator talk. Motherfuckers don't know what they're talking about. Insider talk. You need the investor. You need the terms. Now that we have this established, we can draw up a contract. Because without the non-binding agreements, the terms, we can never sign the contract nor send the contract. The news by Shanewz. Hopefully, y'all caught that sauce. Yeah, did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that, man? See, that was a free consultation service right there, man. That was free. Did y'all dig that, man? See how I broke that down for y'all real quick, man? Stop listening to these old, unsuccessful life coaches, these successful YouTubers that buy views, likes, and subscribers, man. But they're telling you about sending contracts when there's not even terms yet. Right now, all we have, for those of y'all that's telling Devin and Tank and all that, only thing that we have clear right now is that we do know we have an investor, the Turk. He's the investor. He's willing to invest in the fight. He's put that out there. So you have the investor. Now you need to come up with the terms. Are y'all catching the sauce? The News by Shanewz. This is the Source Experience. But hey, what do I know? Got it. Hopefully y'all was digging the source today. I'm about to shut it down in 10 minutes. You know what? I will put the link out there real quick. Anybody that wants to tap in, I'm not going to stay on that long. I've been on for an hour and 20 minutes. That's good. I might come back on later. I don't know. It's Saturday. I want to go enjoy some of these fights. I feel like I just been working, doing nothing but work, man. Like last weekend, we had 3 days off. But when you work around the clock, we did a lot of overtime, 24 straight hours. Then we had the storm yesterday. I think that was like a 12 or 16-hour day. It was a long day. It was long, real long, man. So I just want to kick it. So I use the black background. I like that background.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think it's awesome too, man. Smash the like button, man. A couple y'all came in here late, man. Y'all just missed out. I did the breakdown. I brought the board out. Just bring it back, man. It was a free consultation. Please let them know that I told y'all that. So when you go on these other channels and they're telling you about contracts and they're saying, oh, this guy sent the contract. No, it doesn't work. You know what? Should I bring the board back? Because I did have that in my notes right here. Remember what Tiafimo was trying to do? This right here serves purpose for that. Let me bring this back over. Hold on. Nice and spacious. All right, I got the board right there again. Yeah. I got the board right there. Hold on. Let me take this down. I'm going to take this down. I'm going to break this down for you. Because I watched the content. I had this in my notes, too. I'm glad I just thought about this, right? I'll put this in this live. No, I will put this in this live. I wasn't going to put this in this live. I wanted to do this for a whole nother live. But I'll put this in this live, right? All right. Let's break down this, right? Because I seen guys, right? They was trying to debunk what Tio attempted to do, right? So let's break this shit down for y'all right now, right? See, I got the board out. Remember, I told you I was going to start doing this. So this is what Teofimo Lopez attempted to do, right? Teofimo Lopez tried to do what, let's just put it, Bud and Spence did, right? Right? He tried to do what Bud and Spence did. So Tio contacted Devin. For Tio plus Devin, right? Tio reached out to who? The venue, right? The Spear, right? He's trying to make the moves now. He's trying to stage a fight, right? So he reached out to, if we go back to what I was just saying, right? If we go back to what I was just saying about how a fight, you try to put a fight together. Who did Tio try to reach out to? What would you say, what category would those guys that he reached out to? They will fall under the investors, right? Right? This is, pay attention to what I'm giving y'all now, right? He reached out to the investors, right? Content creators are trying to say that he can't do that, right? Because Bob Arum is his promoter. Bob is over here, the promoter. We'll put the P for promoter, pro, right? What Tio did was he reached out to the investors. You don't think the Sphere, the people that he reached out to that run that, what's the name? If Tio, like what I'm doing right here, laid out to them, if they was digging that, they're not going to take that back to Bob and say, yo, we can make a shitload of money. But later for all that, right? T.O. has Takeover Promotions. He has his own promotional company. You guys always talk about all these other fighters with their promotional companies. DHP Promotions, right? So as Takeover Promotions, which is under Top Rank Promotions, DHP Promotions, which is under what? Matchroom Promotions. Why couldn't T.O. and Devin talk to try to spark something? See, stop listening to these unsuccessful life coaches that don't even know the ins and outs to putting shit together, right? Because all with T.O. and Devin, or T.O. by himself, because Devin really didn't get with him, was trying to do was, he was trying to go get with the investors, right? Now, you're saying, how can he get with the investors without getting with Bob? The venue where the place is going to be at are also investors. Are y'all catching the sauce? Look, nuggets, gems. But you had content creators over here saying that Teofimo Lopez, who has his own promotional company, Takeover Promotions, right, could not talk to Devin Haney, who has DHP Promotions, who's under Matchroom Promotions, right? This as T.O.'s under Top Rank Promotions. But these guys are telling you T.O. couldn't do that or shouldn't have did that. But let me take it even a step further, right? When Teofimo Lopez says these type of things, I'll put it right here so y'all can see it. Bud Light, remember? He said he turned down the Ryan Garcia shit for because 1.5 million. He said, I'm the one bringing major sponsors, Bud Light and I think Monster Energy drink. Let's put Monster down too. I think he has Monster as well. So how do you think T.O. is getting all of these things done? Bud Light and Monster Energy drink. You think Top Rank is getting that done for him? Or you think T.O. is doing what he did right here, reaching out to the investors with a proposal? The News by Shanewz. All right, that's enough. I think I'm giving out enough gems right now, man. I see more people trying to sprout in here, right? You know what? They're sprouting in here now, and they did not refresh my super chat, or they did not hit up my my Cash App. You will not get no free consultation news from Shanewz, right? You won't get it. No, sir. No, sir. Play that back. That's what you do. Go play that back, right? You're not going to get the free gems over here. Go over there to the channels, right? That tell you. Yeah, go over there. Yeah, there you go. Go over there to the channels that tell you about shit but can't show you shit. You see how I just showed you a little something? That's it. That was free right there. Y'all got y'all 2 free. Well, actually, it wasn't free. Shout out to my guy Gumbo. Gumbo made a donation. But nah, y'all not gonna get free gems from me no more. No, sir. Unless I feel the need to break out the board and drop my swords, right? The News by Shanewz. This is the Source Experience. But hey, what do I know? Got it.
Teofimo Lopez is on another planet. Another planet. He talks so much shit. By the way, what a fighter. What an entertainer. Amazing for the sport.
You think a big part of it, though, is just his persona?
No, I think he's fucking completely deluded, and I think he's on another planet. I'm not mad about it. I don't hate the guy. I just listen to his interviews and think, you talk absolute shit. We crept over the line for a sellout at the theatre. He didn't sell out against Josh Taylor. He talks about the biggest gate in the history of the theatre. Complete rubbish. And by the way, it holds like 3,900. So you're capping about selling 3,800 tickets, and you're this megastar that should be getting 20 million.
This is a Source Experience. The news by Shanewz. But what do I know?